So, you finally decided to start going to the gym. You got in there, you saw the rack of the weights, you grabbed some weights and you started doing some bicep curls, just because you saw a buff dude doing them. But anyway, you're curling, it's all going good, and on the 4th or 5th rep, you started feeling some itching in your arm. But you just continue curling, and this itching continues to get worse. And on the 15th rep or something, your arm is like fire, and you put the weights away, and you're going out of the gym and not coming back again. But then, just then, you see this quote on the wall. Yeah, this exact one. So you decide to just finish this session and see what will happen. And when you finish, you feel a little bit sore. After a while, that soreness goes away and you continue your day normally. And at night, you go to bed and sleep. But when you wake up the next morning, you feel that you can't even move your arms, like they're cut or something. So you try to stretch them, it gets even worse. What actually happened to you? Did you really get yourself injured? Or what? So, let me explain this whole thing. First thing, the itching you felt in your arm while you were training that became soreness or pain when you trained hardly is actually called acute muscle soreness, which is actually very natural and even logical. It just happens when you train hardly or vigorously. But the one we're going to talk about is the one that you felt the day after you work out, which is called DOMS, which is a short for delayed onset muscle soreness. And by the way, this is the most unnecessary thing to know ever. But the question here is, what actually causes DOMS? So, DOMS comes from something called eccentric muscle contraction. When you want to train any muscle, you train it by doing concentric and eccentric muscle contraction. How? When you shorten and lengthen your muscles, that's actually concentric and eccentric muscle contraction. The concentric is when you shorten your muscle, and the eccentric is when you lengthen that muscle. So DOMS comes from lengthening your muscle, because when you lengthen their muscle, that causes some micro tears in your muscle fibers. And please, don't freak out, because this is actually good. What? How? When you eat the right food and sleep well, your body actually tries to recover or remake those fibers. And it makes them bigger and stronger. Again, just if you eat the right food and sleep well. So now that we've talked about DOMS, I'd like to tell you some things that you can do to reduce the pain a little bit. So, the first thing you can do is foam rolling, also known as self-myofascial release. And basically, it just allows you to get yourself a massage. And the goal here of foam rolling is to stretch the fascia around your muscle fibers, which will lead to decreased joint and muscle pain and increased circulation. But it will only be effective if done correctly. So, you should start by rolling up and down the muscles you've just worked, and once you find a very sore area, you should sit on it for 20 to 30 seconds max. Because if you do it more than that, it could cause further inflammation, which of course will lead to more pain or soreness. So, one bonus tip here. Foam rolling is something that should be done immediately after your workout, and also when you already started feeling sore. That's if you want the best results, of course. And by the way, guys, if you're looking for a great foam roller, I've already done the work for you. And pick the top 3 very affordable choices in the market right now. So, links in the description. Second thing you can do to reduce that nasty pain is ice baths or cold showers. Guys, why do you think all these top athletes and celebrities hop into ice baths after an intense workout? Because it's been shown that ice baths can significantly drop the inflammation in the muscle fibers. Yeah, just like you put ice on an injured body part to reduce inflammation. But of course, ice baths could not be easy for everyone. So, taking a cold shower could be a good idea, as it will reduce the inflammation, surely less than ice would do, but it will do its job anyway. So, after having an intense workout, you could go fill your bath with ice and hop into it, or simply take a cold shower. The last thing you can do to get the pain out of the way is active recovery. And that means enhancing the recovery process by being more active. And I know that sounds like the last thing you want to do when you're that sore, but actually putting little tension on the muscle that's sore has been scientifically proven in several studies to help in making that recovery process faster. Which actually kinda makes sense, because when you put very little tension on that muscle, you increase the blood flow in that place, which of course means more nutrition going to that muscle, meaning that this part will benefit more from the food you'll eat. But there's a catch here. You don't want to do intense exercises so that you get yourself injured. You just want to do simple exercises. Maybe just light jogging if your legs are sore. Anything. Just light exercises to get the blood flow that will make that recovery process faster and better. So, ripped guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss my upcoming videos. Stay strong and see you next time.